has quite a reputation.
I feel like it's kind of dangerous with one hand.
Push it over. Is that all you got?
I'm Ellie, and on today's adventure, we're at Acadia National Park.
It is really cold and really windy. So if you've been following along, yesterday we spent the entire day exploring the fall foliage in New Hampshire, and today we're in Maine, and there's no better way to start your Maine road trip than with a bite of lobster roll.
That's the stuff.
I just got it all over me.
We are in Acadia for the next 2 days to camp, hike, and explore Acadia for the first time.
It's right towards the end of peak fall foliage. We're gonna enjoy these lobster rolls, and hopefully we'll get some awesome hiking today in Acadia National Park.
First impressions of the park is the fall foliage is really beautiful here. It still looks like it's at its peak, and you can just see the ocean. It's just really beautiful here already.
So yesterday we were really lucky with amazing weather, and today it's already raining a little bit, and we're hoping that it's not going to get worse because we have to sleep in a tent tonight, unlike the Airbnbs that we've been sleeping in the past 2 nights. So fingers crossed as we pull up to our first hike right now. We just started on one of the most popular hiking spots in the entire park. We are at Jordan's Pond, and we're hoping to make it all the way up to Bubble Mountain, or Bubble Hill, I'm not sure the name of it. And in front of us is the most incredible view of this truly special pond. It's basically a lake.
Within the first 5 minutes of walking around the pond, we saw kayakers go in, and it just looks like the most incredible thing to do. So next time we definitely would get a kayak. Apparently there's no paddle boarding though, so if you want to do that, get a kayak because it's definitely gonna be worth it. I keep saying lake and pond. I don't know if it's a lake or a pond.
So we're about a mile into the flat section of this hike, and it's literally just a path that goes around the lake. And you don't even actually have to do the part of this trail that goes up to the mountains. You can just do a long loop around the bottom of the lake, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And a lot of other people are taking the same route as us. But that's totally fine because it's later in the day and there's not many people. It's really a beautiful trail already. With the foliage in full bloom, it was the perfect introduction to Acadia. A popular destination here is the Jordan Pond Tea House, but we had our sights set a little bit higher, and we could now see the peak we were about to climb. If you want more information on the tea house, check out the link below. We've reached the point in the trail where we start going up towards the South Bubble Hill, and I'm not sure how strenuous it's supposed to be, but probably at least 500 feet of elevation gain up stuff that looks a little bit bouldery, but it shouldn't be too bad, and we'll be rewarded with a beautiful view at the top. And I'm feeling that lobster roll deep in my tummy.
That little hike is a bit of a scramble. You really have to go up some rocks, but if you just follow the blue tags or the blue lines, you'll get to this incredible view. And that hike, that little, I think it was 0.4 miles up to the top, is absolutely worth it.
So the reason it's named Bubble is not actually the mountain itself. It's this right here behind me. It's called the Bubble Rock, and it actually looks like it's just hanging over the side of the cliff. Go push it over. Is that all you got? This is incredibly entertaining for me. I think you could do this all day. At this point, we were the only ones on the trail. Coming here for sunset was truly rewarding. It's another sort of scramble down until you get to the lakeside, and it is absolutely gorgeous here. I've been to a lot of different parks in the Northeast, but I've never been to this national park, and wow, I can't believe this has been hiding right in my backyard the whole time. Okay, so we are back in the car now, and we have some very important tasks tonight, which is find hot food and firewood to survive the night. No, we just want it because it's a beautiful night to be camping.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out here.
We have some apples or some pastries. Now, we've reached our favorite aisle. Deli style. Yes, give me all those.
If we can't find anything better, this will be our dinner.
Oh yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning from a very chilly morning here in the beautiful Acadia National Park. It is our first morning truly in the park.
Yeah, and it just decided to get cold today.
We have a super special trail that we're about to start. It's called the Precipice Trail, and it has quite a reputation.
That's gonna be me in a little bit. This trail is known for being a pretty crazy trail. It's got some ladders across a cliff face, and it's compared to Angel's Landing a lot of the times. But we're here for sunrise-ish. It's kind of our vibe. That was like meant for tall people. We haven't even made it a mile, and it's definitely like it's hard to get up here. The elevation is pretty significant, and you're just going basically straight up. So don't underestimate this trail, especially if you see, oh, it's only 2 mile round trip.
So we are a good way up this Precipice Trail, and it is super unique with all of these ladder sections, and honestly quite difficult.
It's a bit difficult because you only get a mile there, so it's just straight up to the top.
It's 1,000 feet up ladders and a lot of scrambling. A few points in the trail you really need to hug the rock face, but it is totally worth it. There are truly no views in Acadia quite like the ones you get from this trail.
Always bring food to the summit. A little tip. Thank you. Good dance.
After warming up, we continue with the second half of the Loop Trail. Thankfully, the ladder sections are only on the ascent. And it is crazy windy up here. I don't know where the weather came from, it was so beautiful. And now we're looking at a bit of a gray sky. So as you might know, we are pretty avid All Trails users, and we usually make lists for every national park or place that we go. One of our favorite parts about All Trails are some of the people's reviews.
It was a climb built on fear and determination, not designed for novices.
Yeah, we're professionals, so
definitely professionals over here.
We lost. I think I gotta agree with Max, who says, very easy, super leisurely, little steep, however. You know, he's not fully wrong, but I think he's being a little sarcastic.
Amazing. Meow. I don't know what that's about.
We just overheard someone that seems like they're a regular here that said there's more people today than there was in the 4th of July. And this is kind of the last weekend where the park is really fully operational. So I'm getting a little taste of that East Coast traffic that I've been missing for the past 2 years not living here. Right now we are just outside of the park in the little town that's surrounding it. Every national park has one, and this one is called Bar Harbor. It is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful little New England town.
Because the park is super busy and we really can't find any parking, we figured we would drive the scenic loop around the park, check out some spots that we want to come back to, and then kind of wait for the crowds to die down a little bit. Acadia is located on Mount Desert Island, which is the biggest island off the coast of Maine. So currently we are exploring the rest of that island. There's so much to see and do besides Acadia, like Bar Harbor, and just seeing the surroundings. So we're gonna see what we can find.
So we've been traveling for a while now here on the west side, and there are so many different places that we've stopped, and they're all so beautiful and so different, but we just don't have the time to do them all in one day. But I think this one right here is going to be one of my favorites.
Not only is Long Pond absolutely beautiful, but it's also away from the main tourist attractions at the national park. And one of my favorite things is that you can actually rent kayaks here and just go for a ride or a paddle or whatever you want to call it. There they go, right there. Oh my gosh. If we had more time, we would 100% do this.
All right, so for our last stop today for sunset, we are at Sand Beach. I'm just avoiding some of these. We're at Sand Beach, which was completely filled the parking lot before, but there's way less people now that the sun is starting to go down. Want to get in the water?
Absolutely no. Those people are freaking nuts.
Both days in Acadia, we felt the best time to visit the most popular locations was right around sunset. With most families and day trippers gone, it was much easier to find parking and enjoy these spots without the crowds.
Pretty good sunset spot.
You seem underwhelmed.
Because I changed into my Tims and that was actually kind of a hike. I thought we were just gonna go watch sunset.
So we're doing, we're watching sunset right here. Wow, the sunset is absolutely amazing. The moon is so bright. It looks like daylight. All right, good morning from Lemoyne State Park. This is where we've been staying the past 2 nights. And last night got a little bit colder than it was the night before. I literally woke up with frost on my pillow.
There's frost around, there's water on the tent. Like, you never know when you're camping what you're gonna get in the morning.
And truthfully, this is such a beautiful campground. And at this point in the year, second weekend of October, it is all first come, first serve, which for us, we were a little bit nervous about because no other place here has availability. Nowhere.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a place, check out this one.
Definitely consider here. It's only about 40 minutes outside of the park. Once everything on Mount Desert Island is booked up, you're probably looking at least a 30-minute drive off the island. So 40 minutes is really not that big of a problem. And for last minute camping booking, this is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So we are back at Acadia and we're doing the one thing in this park that you need an online reservation for, and it's driving up to the summit of Cadillac Mountain. We'd rather have a permit for a hike, but maybe it'll be really beautiful. The only thing you need permits for in Acadia. It's right here.
Hi there.
Hello. Thank you so much. The drive up Cadillac Mountain was truly beautiful and a must-do when visiting Acadia. The permit system seemed to be working since the parking lot at the summit had plenty of spots available. This right here, this pile of junk, is how we make trips like this on the cheap. We really don't spend a lot of money when we do our camping trips.
Right now, everything in Acadia is completely booked. We didn't even know if we were gonna get to come because we couldn't find campsites, we couldn't find hotels. So this is a really good way to actually get to do it.
After some more hot cocoa, we got to explore the summit trail, which was paved and easily accessible. However, the best way to explore the area is walking off trail on the flat granite that covers the summit. This is the last thing that we're doing in our 2 nights camping in Acadia during fall foliage.
However, this was not the fall foliage we were expecting. If you want to check out the best fall foliage you've ever seen, check out a road trip through New Hampshire.
And if you don't want to miss out on any of our videos, please subscribe, like, and comment below where you've seen the best fall foliage.
And we'll see you next time on today's adventure.